Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out a Patreon request from this Patrono right here. Now this is an interesting one because it's two bands and one song featuring a member of another band. So the name of the bands are Disembodied Tyrant and Synestia. The name of the song is Poetic Edda featuring band Duerr. Alright.
The way you typed this, by the way, on the...
Oh, I didn't put the... No, because there's a bar, so the bar...
So it all looks like one big word.
No, but it's two different bands in one song featuring a member of another band. That's kind of how this whole shit plays out. Now, I know you don't want to talk about Nickelback, but I just want to say that I watched the documentary on Netflix. Apparently it's like a year old or 2 years old.
Thank you for your service.
Dude, it was an interesting documentary. I'll say this, it was very interesting because I found out a lot about Nickelback that I didn't know. I don't know if it was shit that I wanted to know to begin with, but I have,
damn, man.
God damn, man, these fireworks outside, they're popping like
these
crazy.
Fireworks, man.
So anyways, I have a newfound appreciation for them. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm just saying, like, I enjoyed the documentary and I discovered that I know a lot more of their music than what I thought I knew going in. I thought I knew like one or two songs.
No, I definitely know.
But I know at least an album worth of songs.
Yeah.
But the most important aspect of the documentary is that, the song Rockstar? Like, I want to be a rock star and whatever. I know that song because the video was really cool. They actually had famous people in the video. Your boy, Paul Wall was in the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in the fucking video, Paul Wall. So anyhow, there's a version of that song that's a sea shanty?
Really?
That's what I took from the documentary. That's what during the pandemic, a bunch of people got together or whatever, and they made like a sea shanty version of that song. Which if you guys want to go check it out, you can go on Nickelback's YouTube channel. It's there, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh God,
it's actually pretty good. I'm just saying, it's pretty good. It has a little bit of a Nailstorm feel to it.
Okay, a lot of people are going to die. People with talent, so we're safe.
All right, so are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. wish I knew which part was done by which band.
Me too. Like, what's the even point of doing this?
I mean, I guess if you're a big fan of the bands, you probably know, but we've never heard of the bands before, so.
Dude, it's hard to do. It's hard to decipher which part was which band. Also, the song is like
especially
good.
with a video like this.
Okay, the song is good. Let me. Maybe this is a hot take. Who knows? The song.
I'm all ears.
The song is good in the context that you're watching the music video, and.
Actually, I wasn't a fan of the music video, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know, but hold on. The song is good in the context that you're watching the music video, and that's how you're enjoying the song. As a song to listen to in the car, I don't know. Because the song is multiple songs in one. It's multiple songs in one, and the only time you really know when it's switching over is
the chapters.
The chapters, and musically there's a little bit of a hint, but obviously visually you're getting that hint that it's switching over. So realistically, this is a good song. It's a piece of music. This is not like this is not your run of the mill music that we do on the channel.
But this
is a piece. This is like
I don't know if that's really a hot take, but okay.
No, it's a piece, meaning that it's something that musically I would watch it live maybe, and if there was something to show like the thing, I would watch it live or this. But I don't see myself listening to this in the car or on my free time with my headphones on. Like, I don't see myself doing that.
I think it's the same as if you listen to Pain Remains 1, 2, and 3 in a row.
No.
Yes.
That is a terrible take. What?
No, your take is terrible.
What?
It's the same idea.
It's not. It's not. It is not. Because this song is 6 minutes. And there's like six chapters, 5 chapters, 4 chapters, whatever, how many chapters.
Okay, so it's a more concise approach. What's your point?
My point is, the Pain Remains trilogy, or whatever it is, right? Those are full-length songs that have choruses, their full thing, right? It's a full-length song that bleed into each other. And so you can get a good experience by listening to one song by itself. You can get the great experience by listening to all three in a row, right?
Yes.
In this song, there's like...
But imagine those 3 songs. Imagine those 3 songs were not individual tracks. Imagine those 3 songs. Because, for example, if you guys have Liquid Metal... at Liquid Metal, when they don't play Pain Remains 1, and then a few minutes, Pain Remains 2.
But my thing is...
They play all 3 as one single song.
Okay.
And they're all meant to be one single song.
I know, but they're not.
They're
for a reason.
Okay.
They're not for a reason.
But if you listen to the 3 of them as a single song...
You're still getting more substance out of the first, the second
one.
Because it's longer. I'm not getting any substance out of Chapter 2, because Chapter 3 was right around the corner. And also, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 sounded the same. So what are we barking at here?
I don't know.
We're barking at the fact that both bands collabed on a song that they sound the same. I don't know what band made what song, what part of the song.
I know, but when you have 2 bands that have this sort of sound, it's going to be always very difficult.
So then why do it? No one was dying for this.
I don't know, but nobody's hating it either. I mean, maybe you are hating it.
Dude, I mean, that's
I'm not hating the song. I think the only chapter I didn't like was the last chapter, to be honest with you. I don't like the way the song closed.
Yeah, me neither.
But that's about it.
That's how I knew it was gonna close, because I'm like, where's the
grand finale?
The grand finale of what I know this is going to come to, and that's what that chapter was.
That's the only thing I didn't like about besides the video. Because I honestly thought the video... I would rather keep the video just that visual nature piece that the song had at the beginning. Yeah. I would rather just continue with that. For those for those like us who don't know the bands, would have been nicer for the video to kind of represent who they are and give us an idea of who they are.
But dude, even if it told me who it was, at the end of the video, I would have been like, fuck, why even do this? They sound... Because if I can't tell the difference and I don't know who did what... Even if you tell me who did what, I'm still probably not going to be able to tell the difference.
And then the other part that I find but this is just a pet peeve of mine. Whenever a band has a feature on a track, if you feature a singer that has similarities in vocal performance or comes from a band...
I forgot about Ben Duerr. Yeah. I totally forgot about Ben Duerr.
For all that I know, he could be the guy playing the keyboards.
Futurama. Ben Duerr from fucking Futurama. Like...
No, it's not the same. It's not that one. But anyways, my point being that you really want to create some...
What the fuck was this track?
You really want to create some ripples in terms of giving something else for the listener. It would be like... Let me put it this way. It would be like... any of these guys featured on a Lorna Shore song. Or...
Different, because at least...
Will Ramos is really unique.
He's
from
very
his
unique.
style.
So when you get something,
okay, so let's go with.
Don't go with Fit for Not Topsy either.
No, it's very different. So let's go with I don't know, Signs of the Swarm. So like if you had Signs of the Swarm featured on a track from the Convalescence, for example. I'm just throwing deathcore bands out there. You know what I mean? Or Of Sulfur in a Signs of the Swarm song. I just feel like if you're gonna bring guys that have a very similar output. And there are in bands that have also a very similar output, you're really not changing the dynamics that much. You're just...
And you're not getting what you should be getting out of a feature.
Yeah. It's like... for those that are not in the genre, it would be like Kataria doing a song with Simone from Epica. When the two are very operatic in their singing style,
it's a cool feature, but you're not getting the fullness of the feature out of the person.
I would rather see them featuring
on something else. On something else that's not them.
Like have Joe Bad from Fit for an Autopsy on an Epica song or whatever. Dude, something that's completely
even
like night and day.
Similar, Joe Bad on a Lorna Shore track and have him do like his clean vocals chorus thing that he does.
Oh, okay.
Like something like that.
No, but look at the Body Count song when he was featured on that Body Count song. Look how cool that was.
Because you got the most out of that feature.
Because
I totally forgot Ben Duerr was in the song.
Because he's not.
Who the fuck Ben Duerr is?
Because he's not from. Because what's the name? No, I'm drawing a blank here. Body Count Ice-T, because Ice-T doesn't sound like him and he doesn't sound like Ice-T. So having the two of them in that song together was really cool.
It was really cool.
Like I really feel like you're getting the most out of the feature. So what you're throwing in here is three.
Let's go for an old one that we haven't. Let's go for an old one that we did a long time ago. Call Me from Pain.
Yeah.
That had
Joaquin Broden.
Yeah. They got the most out of him.
That's also a cool one because it's completely out of the box compared.
What were their name? Pumping Iron Power. The fucking
Grail Knights.
Grail Knights. They got the most out of him too.
But that one is a little bit closer.
It's power metal, but it's a different style of power metal.
Yeah.
So at least they got the most out of him.
Well, what I'm saying is when you're going outside the box and you bring a guy in who's not in the same wheelhouse as what you're doing, here it's like you're almost having three bands that are all deathcore bands doing a collab together, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. But I don't know, man. Like I don't.
That's like a metalcore band featuring another metalcore singer, but only making him do the harsh vocals.
Yeah, like I just said, I could go on and
on.
Why
have him there?
It would be like Slaughter to Prevail. It would be
just for his harsh vocals.
It would be like Slaughter to Prevail with Will Ramos or Lorna Shore with Alex Terrible. I honestly, I don't feel like you're getting the most out of the guy you're featuring on the track.
You're getting really bad ones because I feel like those would be pretty good.
No, what I'm saying is. I'm not saying you cannot tell them apart. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
you're
is
not just getting the most out of it.
But I'm just saying you're
someone from the same genre
with the same style. Like,
exactly.
I want to see something from me. If I'm doing a feature, if I'm doing a feature and I want to bring somebody into my song, I don't want anybody from my genre in my song. To be honest with you,
a completely different genre that can bring something completely different to the track.
No, I'm going outside of the genre. Remember when Eminem did Stan and he brought the Dido in?
Yeah.
Like look how. That's unique. It's not like he brought like Snoop Dogg to do the song. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying he sounds like Snoop Dogg, but I'm saying
it's out of the realm. It's out of the realm.
Something different, something unique, something spicy. I don't
know. I'll go.
That's just my take.
I'll go on what I said. Like, it's a good song.
I enjoyed the song. I just didn't like the last chapter.
It's a good song. I don't like the last chapter either. It's a good song, but I wouldn't listen to the song without the video. And to be honest, I wouldn't listen to the song like in the car or whatever if I'm like, because it doesn't have that sense of unlike, and that take was terrible, the fucking Pain Remains, because unlike if I listen to Pain Remains 1, 2, and 3 all together, I'm getting 3 individual songs that are fully developed songs that link together and that have their own choruses, that have their own this and that. they're fully developed songs, right?
Yeah,
this is like this is not fully developed. Each song
is like Pain Remains from Wish.
Or Timu. Or fucking Alibaba with Jack Ma.
But I think the idea is very similar. The idea is similar.
It's similar, but
the execution is not the same. The idea is similar.
It's not the same. I wouldn't listen to it without the video to tell me what act, and God, the video needs to tell me what band. Because I don't know a fucking band. I didn't even know band.
No, but you didn't even know the bands who they are to begin with. So for you,
dude, even that is the most irrelevant part of this. The fact that okay, cool, I don't know the bands, but if I can't tell the difference between the song, if I can't tell the difference between this part and this part, I think it's all one band. That's a problem.
Maybe
why even do the collab?
Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they wanted to make a song where it's like we're joining forces.
Dude, joining forces mean I can tell, oh, this is...
Because this is not... Okay, but you have to understand one thing. This is not one band feature another. This is a song of two bands featuring Duerr. So the song is not about one... Leave the poor guy alone, man. My point being is that this is not Disembodied Tyrant featuring Synestia. That's not the case.
No, I know.
This is a song of the two of them together. It would be like Diarte's Murder and Fit for an Autopsy did a song together.
Yeah, but you would be able to tell. You would be able to tell the difference. I can't tell. It all sounds like one. That's
you'd be able to tell the difference because now you're assuming that they're going to bring in their own specific DNA into a new song. They may not.
That's what they should do. If you're gonna,
but they may create a song that it's one sound experience, just played by different members of the two bands. You're jumping into assumptions. This is a song made by. Imagine two bands getting together to make one song. It's not one band featuring the other. It's two bands coming together to make one song. So it doesn't matter who's playing drums in one part or who's playing drum. Like you don't even know if the drummer from one band is playing in one part and the guitar player from the other is playing in that same part. We don't know. I don't know. Because it's not one band featuring the other. It's two bands together.
Where was Duerr?
Okay, that part I give you that. I honestly,
where was Duerr?
I don't know. That part I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Come on, stop! Don't.
No, I'm not defending. I'm just you're complaining about my analogy and my.
But the Pain Remains analogy was terrible. It was a terrible analogy. It was a terrible analogy.
Okay, but then you have to admit that yours because you're looking at this as one featuring the other.
Okay, I'll admit, but that Pain Remains one was terrible. That was one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
This is two bands together doing one song. You cannot look at this as two bands. You have to look at this as one band because it's one song. It's just one song square because you have double the people in the song because there's two bands. Okay.
But I'm just saying, but then you also said that you couldn't tell the difference between parts.
It's like the Wu-Tang and the Lox if they did a song together. You're not like, oh, I can't tell the difference. It's not about who's Wu-Tang and who's the Lox. And I'm just using that I'm running out of I'm running out of ideas here. So that's the next thing that came to my mind. It's not about who's who. It's a song made by two groups together. They made a song. So it's not about, oh, I can't tell them apart. I don't think you're meant to tell it apart.
I'm just meant to, it's one
song. It's one song.
It's one song.
Doesn't matter who's who.
With 6 stops.
The last chapter, I'll give you, the last chapter was not the greatest.
No, but I also don't like how yes, to show another chapter, it kind of stops a little bit and then goes into the chapter. I fucking hate that because it stops the song. And because the song is 6 minutes, it does it all the time.
I don't hate it. Of all things, that's the least of my pet peeves.
Dude, the song is good musically. It is good musically, and I would watch it with the video.
Good vocally.
Good vocally too. Sorry, the song is good.
The only thing I didn't like about the song really is the last chapter. I would like to have a little bit more definition of who's playing what part. That's why maybe if the video was actually the bands playing, you could actually see who's doing one. We did a video of 2 metalcore bands, I don't know if you remember, where there was both bands together did the song and you had them facing one another. Remember that video?
Yes.
And the video was really cool because it allowed you to see who's doing what part and they're going back and forth. It wasn't
featuring the band, that was them making a song together.
Same as this.
But guess what? In that fucking song, I could tell the difference between parts.
Because in the video, you could see them going at it.
But
the singers were also different style vocally.
Exactly, and they had in the guitars in one point had a distinct sound from the guitars in the other point. This one, all of it was gray. It was all the same.
They all tune it equally, so everybody's on the same tuning. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Fuck. You know what they should have done in the video?
Fucking
Because
Bender.
just an idea here. The bands have the different logos, right? One band has the crown of thorns, and the other band has this this anus thing, like this round anus, black anus thing. I think what they should have done in the video is have that as a watermark in the part that one band is doing, and then have the other one as a watermark on the other, just to kind of create a little bit of a differential. Even though I understand that the idea is that one song created by two bands, I get it, but it would have been nice to have something that kind of differentiates.
So I can at least try to find some nuance of uniqueness,
that they're bringing their own DNA to the table, because this makes me feel like their DNA is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But once again, it would have been nice because they have logos. So to use the band's logos to kind of differentiate on who's who, that would have been a smart idea as a watermark. Like, not for the whole duration, just as the start. Like, this is the start. Like, you get this watermark, you get that watermark. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would have been good.
I feel like we're going too in depth and too long with this fucking video.
All right, it is what it is. Man. Like, I can't cut things short. I gotta put my thought process out there. Shout out to Ben Duerr.
Shout out to Ben Duerr. You're a real one. I heard you totally.
You're probably gonna see him in September, because the band is on tour. Anyways, we'll talk about it after. Anyhow, we'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.